Hello, my beautiful mystic hearts, and welcome to today's love reading. Okay, so it will be a little bit different today. I'm being called to do a reading that is actually specifically for divine feminine. So this will be, quite a bit different to what I've done, but this is certainly what I've been called to do today. So I will be doing a specifically divine masculine reading tomorrow, is what I've been told I need to do. But today it will be just a completely focused on divine feminine. So I just feel that there's just a lot of change going on around you for this right collective. There's a lot of change going on, all very positive, but there is a lot going on. So a real death and rebirth phase going on. And I'm just hearing that you need to have just a little bit of guidance, and just very much for the focus to be on you at the moment. So I'm not quite sure of the course, well, the messages that will come through today, but it will be very interesting to see. But yeah, like I said, just a very much a divine feminine focus today. So we actually won't be really tapping into the divine masculine very much at all. We'll wait to see what comes through in the cards, but very much this will be divine feminine focused. So let's get into it. So, given the nature of the reading today, I will get straight into the tarot. We will really just see what your beautiful team needs you to know, really just what's around you at the moment. And then, yeah, just to see what guiding messages then come through. All right, so let's just get your energy into this deck, this beautiful divine feminine collective. I was called to use these cards today too. So this is a lover's deck, but I just feel that there's just some really beautiful feminine energy in these cards today. So we'll be using these ones. All right. So just get your energy in there, and then we're just going to split the deck to beautiful divine feminine collective, and we'll see what is around you at the moment. So we've got the Three of Staves, so in this deck, that is the Three of Wands in the reverse. And then we've also got Magic as well, which is the Magician card, surprisingly. So this is very, very interesting. So the Three of Staves is all around waiting for your ships to come in. So you kind of like do all of the planning and you know, all of the, I'm hearing the word strategy in the Two of Wands, and then you move into the Three of Wands, which is all around waiting for those manifestations to actually come in, waiting for those ships to come in. Really sort of that planning that you've done is really waiting for that to happen. Given that this is in the reverse, though, I'm just feeling that you're actually ready to move on. So as in, you're no longer waiting. So those manifestations that you've been waiting to come through are actually very much coming through for you, which is confirmed here with this Magician, right? So I would also say, if I'm seeing the Magician coming through in your cards, you're a very powerful feminine collective. Also, just a quick reminder as well, it doesn't actually matter which vessel you're in. You could be identifying either with the masculine or the feminine journey here. So it doesn't actually matter which vessel you're in. This is not a gendered reading by any means. So when I'm saying this is a divine feminine collective, like it's not, by no means is this gendered. So it could actually be either. But for this right collective, you're a very powerful feminine collective. I'm just getting the feeling that you're really stepping into your power. You're really starting to understand how to balance between spirit and between the 3D as well. You probably identify, I'm hearing as well, very much with probably a bit of a witchy poo, I have to say. With this Magician card, it's a very much around manifestations as well. I feel very much you're starting to come into your mission work, really understanding your balance in life as well. I'm also very much seeing the Temperance card, but I just feel that you've been putting in a lot of concerted effort around you. There's been a lot of seeds sown here, really. And I think for quite a while you were really waiting for the ships to come in. You really were waiting for those manifestations to come through. And now that you're stepping into your strengths, that is really starting to happen. Which would mean that you're starting to step into a very abundant time in your life as well. I'm also being reminded to tell you that this will really resonate for whoever this collective is, but as it is above, so it is below. So really understanding your higher self, lower self, balance between the two. And like I just keep feeling just you're a real master manifester. Really able to call those things in that need to come in your life is what I'm being told. So really beautiful energy. Okay, so I've already got all of these cards coming through. So I will actually take these. I'm being told to take these. All right, it just says your top row. Trying to fit them all in here. I'm very limited on real estate. Oh, funny. So we'll try and fit all of these in. All right, and there's just 2 more for the top row, please. Awakening in the reverse. So we've got 7 of coins, the Prince of Coins, or the so the Prince is what's the word I'm looking for? The Knight of Coins, and we've got 7 of Arrows as well. This is your last card. All right, bear with me here. I'm just going to try and make them all fit in here. To move a couple of things around here. Okay. All right. So we've got 7 of coins, if you can see this. I'm going to just hold this up to the camera. So 7 of coins to start with is just your current energy. So the 7 of coins is very much around your, just as I said, those beautiful manifestations starting to really come through with you, which means I think that you are really stepping into a very abundant time in your life. I think with your pentacle path is what I'm hearing. So you're really starting. So when I was saying to you that your ships are starting to come in, that you've been really sowing those seeds, that really is what that 7 of coins is about, is sowing those seeds and waiting for those manifestations to come in. It's very much what's happening, which means you are really stepping into, as to keep repeating myself, but a very abundant time in your life. I'm just hearing that you are going to a major career change as well, as what I've just heard. So, or you're about to, either you're about to go through, as in you're sowing those seeds for that to happen. So very much around your pentacle path, or you've just done it. So you could have potentially be going to a new business. Maybe you've just left a job and you're about to, or you're putting stuff into motion to really take that next step in your career. That's what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing too that this is to do with your mission work, or something tied with your mission work as well, which is really beautiful. And I think that this has very much been something you've been working on for quite some time. I think that you've been on this journey. I'm going to say this divine journey, because otherwise, if you went on the divine journey, you probably wouldn't be tuning into this reading. But you've been on this divine journey for quite some time. And I think that you're really stepping into a maturity and an acceptance about this this path that you've been called to. And like I said, I just think that there's been quite a lot of planning for quite a while, really sowing those seeds. Like I said, either you're potentially starting your own business, or there's been a major job promotion, something along those lines, but you really are about to take that next step. And I also very much feel this is aligned in with your mission work. I think that you've got some really amazing things to be bringing into this world. But also, I think that none of this would have come about had the awakening not happened as a result of this divine connection that you're in, this divine counterpart connection. All right, so we've got Prince of Coins here. So this is in your blocking row. Now, the Prince of Coins, or the why do I keep getting tongue-tied? The page, no, not the page. The I'll get there in a second. The Knight. Knight is the word I'm looking for. The Knight of Coins. There'll be a reason why I wanted to say page there, but the Prince is the Knight. Now, I'm getting a couple of things here. I'm getting that this is not only to do with your pentacle path, but this blocker was also to do with this divine masculine as well. So this is all really around opportunity. It is, but it's something that takes a really long time to come through, right? And so I think that with your pentacle path, I think that you've been laying down these roots, laying down these seeds for quite some time. And maybe you thought that whatever is about to come into fruition for you, maybe you thought maybe this is actually never going to happen because it's just been such a long time. The other thing that this Knight of Pentacles is about is also, I'm hearing, is also about your divine masculine. So your divine masculine has taken ages to come through here. I'm just hearing there's been a lot of time. This has also presented somewhat of a blocker to you as well. I think that maybe the pain and the separation that you've been feeling from your divine masculine may have been a bit of a blocker here for you. But I really do feel that you are transcending is a word I'm hearing, really just transcending through that, really just accepting this journey for what it is, and really just releasing this. I think that this was, like I said, a blocker for quite a while, but you're just releasing that and you're really transcending and moving into that to that next stage, this beautiful stage in your life. Which is then confirmed here with the Six of Arrows. So the Six of Arrows, or the Six of Swords, is very much moving on from those very difficult times, those very turbulent waters, and moving into such a beautiful, peaceful time in your life. Although I'm being told if you are about to step into that next phase of your life, it won't be it's certainly not going to be rough seas by any means. It's not going to be painful rough seas, which is I think you've been dealing with in the last little bit. I'm hearing sort of the last sort of 12 to 18 months have been a really turbulent time for you, but now you're starting to move into your really into your true life path, into your mission work, and really moving into the calmer seas. I say calmer seas because it probably will not be actually calmer, because there's going to be a lot of really dedicated hard work that's going to be needed with this, but it's going to be in alignment with what you want to do with your life path. And so it's going to be quite enjoyable. I'm hearing the words enjoyable, but it is sort of like a Six of Arrows energy, but I'm just hearing so at times you find it hard to catch your breath is what I'm hearing. I don't think that's going to stop, but it will be in a much more positive light than what you've been experiencing, is what I'm hearing, because it's going to be in alignment with what you want to do with your life path, with your mission work. We've then got the Awakening here, but this is in the reverse. Now, Awakening is actually the Sun, but it's been in the reverse. So interesting. I will get another card to confirm this. Interesting that the Sun in this deck has come through, but in the reverse. So the Sun is all around shining a light on things that potentially have been hidden, on revelations coming through. It's also the Yes card as well. So the fact that this has come through in the reverse means that potentially we're talking about these still a slight blocking here potentially. Like I said, I'm going to get another card to confirm this. I'm surprised it's come out in the reverse. Potentially, though, there might still be things you feel have still been kept hidden from you. I'm also hearing as well that this is to do with your pentacle path. I think this is to do with the divine masculine, but also your pentacle path as well. Is that not everything has been revealed to you yet? That's what it is. So there is still some amazing things that are still yet to come through in your world. I think you have intuition about this, and this is definitely about your pentacle path and with um, your mission work. Not everything's been revealed to you yet. I think you've still got some really amazing things that you're about to accomplish in this life. The time frame is, of course, the divine's time frame. But I think you've had intuition about this. You may have even had some sort of revelation about this, sort of in that 4D. You might have really seen this. But I don't think you know everything. I think that whoever this collective is, you're a very powerful collective. I think you're about to do some really amazing things, really about to put your stamp on the world, and that not everything has been revealed to you yet. I think that some things could be a really beautiful surprise for you. But also, I think that this is also this masculine as well. You probably do feel with this masculine that things were kept in the dark from you, things were kept hidden, and that eventually things will be lightened, highlighted. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm hearing that all truths bubble to the surface eventually, is what I'm hearing. But like I said, I don't think that this is a major focus for you at the moment. I think that this is very much something you're transcending out of. And then last, you can see under my little owls and the candle here. Actually, the pink candle. That's really strange. It's actually a piece of my little pink wax has just fallen to this card. So maybe you've got a pink candle. Maybe that's actually a sign I should probably talk about. Maybe it's something to do with candles. Maybe you do candle work yourself. Something to do with pink candles. Or maybe you just lit a pink candle. Maybe to do some sort of a ritual involving pink candles. But that was right beside the owl. So also maybe owls might be, sort of one of your symbols as well. But then we've got 7 of arrows in the reverse, right, which is actually pretty beautiful. So 7 of arrows in the upright can be it's sort of the thief of the night card is that 7 of arrows. It's also very much the avoidant card as well. For me anyway, this is how, this is what this card means to me. It's very much that avoidant behavior, that very much that runner energy, quite sneaky as well, very sneaky energy. But this is in the reverse, which means that I do feel potentially divine feminines that you have had some things that you have been avoiding in your life, which you are now transcending out of that as well. So whatever you're avoiding, why am I hearing exercise, healthier choices, that along those lines? I'm just hearing healthier choices. So whether that be the food you're eating, something along those lines, but something that you were avoiding to be dealing with for quite some time, you're actually moving out of that. So you're moving into a much more balance. Like I said, I just keep seeing this temperance card for you, but you are moving into a much more balanced period of your life, which is to be expected, right? So you're no longer avoiding these things, which then is enabling. I'm also seeing that the page, not the page, I keep saying page of, I don't know why, Page of Pentacles. I keep hearing and seeing Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is all around opportunity, seizing the day, opportunity. So probably you might have some, just confirming, you might have some very big opportunities just popping up that you really might have to seize the day on, to not hesitate. I'm hearing don't hesitate. Okay, 7 of coins. Seven of coins. 7 of staves, but in the reverse. Interesting that came through in the reverse. So 7, 7. You might actually be seeing a lot of 7s as well. We've actually got 777 here. So I feel you could be seeing a lot of numbers as well, repeating numbers. So you're probably seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities from your spirit team at the moment. which is to be expected. If you're stepping into your abundant path, into your beautiful mission work, then you would be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities at the moment from your team. Really, sort of pointers on the best way to be going, reassuring you that you are on the right path, that sort of thing. I would also be really watching out for your signs at the moment. I just heard this from your teams as well. Just really be watching out for those signs. Your team is very, very close to you at the moment. They're really guiding you, trying to guide you and protect you. So look out for the signs and messages from them. Right, so Seven of Staves. So Seven of Staves is all around standing your ground and really, so taking charge, standing your ground, setting up boundaries. The fact that it's come up in the reverse, though, with these manifestations means you might actually need to be, I'm just hearing that you really need to be standing up for yourself right now, really standing your ground, really taking charge. Whatever is about to come through, this beautiful, these beautiful manifestations, this beautiful change that you're about to step into, it's going to take quite a bit of work, quite a bit of grafting. And I'm just hearing that you have, in the past, had a tendency to maybe not set those boundaries, not speak up and not step up and speak your mind. It's time. You've learned to not do that, though, right? You've learned to not do this. So it's time to really put into practice everything that you've been learning and really stand up, take a stand. I'm just hearing now is not the time to be quiet. Now is the time to really let your voice be heard, is what I'm hearing. It means you also might be about to get online as well. Maybe you already are online. Yeah, I'm just getting such a transition feeling here. So Prince of Coins, good old Knight of Pentacles. All right, what have we got? So we've got love, but in the reverse. Okay, so confirming here what we were talking about. So you still see your divine masculine as your divine counterpart. All right. Also, straight away, I'm seeing this Egypt as well. So you could be really connected with ancient Egypt as well. So we've got Isis and Osiris, so those beautiful Egyptian, those ancient Egyptian, that god and goddess. But I mean, this is, of course, the divine counterpart card, right? Which is in the reverse. You still definitely see this person as your divine counterpart. Of course you do, as your divine masculine. And there really has been, there's been a lack of contact here. I think it has been quite some time since you've heard from this masculine. But, and it was quite, this Page of Pentacles, I keep saying page, it's not page. I just keep seeing Page of Pentacles. So that will really, really resonate with whoever this reading is for, really taking the opportunity. But the Knight of Pentacles is a very, very slow moving knight. Of all of the knights in the deck, he is the slowest. It takes him legitimately years. The page of the Knight of Pentacles, and it takes him years, right? And I think that it has been some time since you've heard from this person. And of course, there's been a lack of communication, what you've thought, this separation, the fact that it's come here, which I do think was a blocker for you. I think, to repeat, not trying to repeat myself again, but just the lack of communication, the separation between the two of you, I think has been a blocker. But you are transcending this now. You're really learning just how to let the universe do what the universe has to do. Just really just releasing with love is what I'm hearing. Six of Arrows. All right, we've actually got, I won't take these but just so you know, so we've got oppression or the Tower, which means you've been going through some very big Tower moments, but you're coming out the other end of it. We've got those ships again, right? And the fact that that was sort of, sort of that under that Six of Arrows energy, also to do with ships. So I definitely think you're stepping into a much, much more positive frame of mind, but it's been a hard slog for you. Some serious towers over the last, like I said, I was hearing sort of 12 to 18 months. It's been a really hard slog. But let's keep going. Which means you should be really commended for your commitment. Probably your commitment to this journey has really, really been tested over the last little while. Commitment not just to this journey, but to yourself. All right. So I'll take that. All right, we've got sacrifice, but in the reverse. So sacrifice is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man in the reverse. So, yep, so that doesn't surprise me that it's come out of that. So you were in that Hanged Man energy for quite a while. Like I said, as I was even saying, I think that the last few months have been a really hard slog. I think that you've been really tested with your commitment, with your resilience as well. I'm really hearing, and you have been in Hanged Man for quite a while, right? So you've been really taking that time out. I think you felt quite stuck about, sort of the next way to go, about the next phase in your life. Sorry, my incense is just falling over there. But you're coming out of that energy. I think that you're really moving on from those very difficult times, moving out of that Hanged Man energy, really moving on, as I said, just moving into that really beautiful, that next phase. All right, so then we've got the Sun in reverse. It'll be interesting to see what comes out with this, because this was all around you not actually fully aware. The sun hasn't shone. The sun hasn't shone on everything. You're not aware of all of the greatness that you're about to do in this world. And then we've got Fortune, which is the World. All right, that's the sorry, not the World card. The Wheel of Fortune. World card. I was seeing World as well, but the Wheel of Fortune. So very much, as I was saying, you are not fully aware of everything or about the beautifulness. Not that that's really a word, but the beautiful energy you're about to bring to this world. This, your true mission. I think you're aware of some of it, but definitely not all of it. But that Wheel of Fortune, that karmic wheel, is about to turn, or is in the process of turning in your favor. Yeah, it's just it's a very, very beautiful energy. But yeah, that good fortune it's coming. That karmic wheel, it is turning. All right, and then so we've got that Seven of Arrows or Seven of Swords in reverse. We had this come up in the side, but I will take this in the upright. So this is it's a beautiful card. But this is the Empress, the number 3, Empress energy. So you were really stepping into your Empress glow. Really, really beautiful. I'm also seeing here this lion. So Leo the lion. So potentially you might be a fire sign. So you actually might be a Leo yourself. What else have we got here? So yeah, so you could be a fire sign. So you could be what have we got? Sagittarius, Leo, Aries as well. What else have we got here? I'm also, there's a lot of earth here as well. So you could be an earth sign as well. But you were about to step into just a very, very fertile season in your life. You might also be pregnant, although I'm not necessarily feeling, well, okay, maybe you are, but I'm just more around the anticipation, I'm going to say it's going to sound a bit weird, but this will make sense, is that it's sort of like that pregnancy of ideas that are about to be birthed into the world, which is very, very beautiful energy. Lovely. Okay. So that is your tarot. So now we know exactly what's around you at the moment. So like I said, it's a very, very abundant, beautiful time you're about to step into. So what I want to do then is I just want to see I want to get some really beautiful guiding messages. So I'm going to get a couple of the decks actually. I want to get there's two oracle decks I'm going to get you. The first one though is I just want to see, we've got these here. So we've got the sacred geometry cards as well. So I love these because this is very much sort of to do with chakras and things like that. So oh, I'm dropping the box on the floor. Very good. Okay, so I just want to get these. We will get the guidebook as well. But I just want to see what you've been working on at the moment. So what is this beautiful healing journey that this beautiful divine feminine collective has been working on? Oh, straight away. I was gonna keep going, but we'll do this straight away. So you've been working on your heart chakra and also romantic love as well. So I'm actually going to take both of these. I'm being told to take both of those. So these ones, and I'm going to get just one more card for you. Oh, and then that's the last card. Is synergy. Okay, so we've got heart chakra, romantic love, and synergy. So this is really what you've been working on, and we'll just sort of see just what messages also come through as well. But heart chakra, does not surprise me that this is what comes through for you. So the color green, that could also be really, really significant to this collective as well. As I'm just very much feeling that color green. Of course, it is to do specifically to the heart chakra. But just really opening up to that beautiful love energy as well. Self-love is what I'm hearing more than anything. We've also got romantic love and synergy. So these numbers could be really relevant. So we've got the number 4, 39, and 41. I'm also hearing the 3rd of the ninth as well. I think that's actually, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that's actually Virgo energy as well. But the number 4, we've got 4 here, so cool. So April might also be a really important month for this collective. All right, but let's get the number 4, the heart chakra. All right, so the frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. The flower of life is a geometric shape recognized by many cultures all over the planet. It consists of 13 equal circles that intersect at the middle of each circle. Bear with me, so I'll just turn the page. Creating a perfectly proportioned flower. As a symbol, the flower of life represents the universe as a whole, as well as the harmony in which all of the separate components of the universe work together. This beautiful pattern is often used to indicate our understanding of the connection as humans and spiritual beings to the whole. The color green is associated with the 4th or heart chakra. It is linked to our capacity to love and to feel compassion. This applies to our ability to love one another as well as our ability to love ourselves. The heart chakra is located in the center of your physical body. Likewise, the heart chakra is located at the center of the chest and mediates between the lower and higher spiritual planes of being. So interesting that I would say as above, so below. Your upper and lower self is really that understanding that you're stepping into with very much with that magician card, and just being confirmed here with the heart chakra. Green is the color of nature of earth. It is a healing color that balances and harmonizes the connection between mind and the body. Its sense is touch. All right, so you very much, as we've just confirming what you've been working on, so very much that connection between, spirit and between earthly and spiritual matter is what you've been very much working on, which means I think you're a very, very powerful collective. The compassion that you're about to bring into this world is very, very beautiful. But first you had to learn to love yourself. That's what I'm hearing. You can't give from an empty cup. So firstly, you've had to love yourself. And then likewise, you're going to be able to then go out into this world and really give that gift of love is what I'm hearing, which is just very, very beautiful. You're clearly a healer to whoever this collective is. You're a healer of some sort. I'm hearing spiritual healer, but also healing in the 3D, in the physical world of some sort. So maybe you're like I'm hearing teacher as well. But there's certainly something here that you're going to do with your pentacle path to do with this. So it's not just spiritual healing. There will be actually something very special in the physical as well that you'll be doing. Really beautiful energy. All right, so romantic love, the number 39. Let's get that. So the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of our conscious. Love is probably the most sought after, mysterious, indeterminate, and fulfilling feeling that a human can experience. Its mystery, get more words out in a second. Its mystery surely derives from the fact that we cannot rely, describe, or define what it is. I'm just going to turn the page. Is it an energy? Is it an emotion? Perhaps it is simply the glue that binds everything together. What is it? We know without a doubt when we feel loved and when we love. As vibrational beings, we hold a frequency that aligns with the frequency of our thoughts and our emotions. And from the vibrational point of attention, we attract everything else into our reality. Love is one of the highest frequencies. When we are in a state of love, we easily attract circumstances and people into our reality that align with this frequency. The love that is so desired and fulfilled for so many, and fulfilling for so many. Get my words out. The love that is desired and fulfilling for many is romantic love. The love we experience with another when we are in love. The expression of being in love suggests that it is a place where we can be, not just a feeling of what we have. When we are in love, we feel completely surrounded and engulfed by it. We are in the middle of it with no awareness of where it begins or where it ends. Our world becomes love and we feel more complete. This journey of becoming whole and complete within can be taken alone, but many prefer the support of another. But the idea that another is merely a reflection of that which we need in order to complete ourselves and achieve a state of wholeness leads to many misconceptions and expectations in romantic relationships. So going back to what you've been working on, it's very much how you experience love within romantic connections as well. So exactly what we were talking about. I think that the separation between you and your divine masculine has really brought into to highlight for you exactly those areas that you've needed to work on specifically when it comes to romantic love, which is really, it's very, very beautiful. I think this has been something you've really been working on in your time away during your Hanged Man phase. I'm also seeing the Hermit card as well. So I think you've been in Hermit phase for quite a while as well. But how you are in romantic relationships, I think, has been a key focus for you. By focusing on our own heart and soul, we invite our lover to do the same. When both lovers are conscious of this, a romantic relationship can be deeply fulfilling and supportive of our individual quest for completeness. So I think that I'm also seeing the Six of Pentacles, but in reverse. So I think that for quite a long time, I don't think that you were a person that was ever in a relationship that was an equal give and take. I think that it was in the reverse for quite a while, that Six of Pentacles in reverse. But I think that you are, as a result of really stepping into self-love, as a result of seeing yourself, probably for the very first time in your life, is that you were really understanding what healthy romantic love looks like and feels like, is what I'm hearing, which is why I think that the separation between you and your divine masculine for some time was causing such a block, I think, in your life. But this is what you're now letting go of, is that longing veil I'm hearing is actually starting to finally release. That longing veil, that real codependency, I think is finally starting to release, which is why the universe is now starting to be able to grant you these beautiful blessings in life now. Um, yeah, I think that you are really starting to understand what healthy love looks like. And of course, as your frequency upgrades, you then attract in, equal frequency to what you're feeling. So if you're seeing yourself and how beautiful and amazing you are, then of course that's what you will attract in. When you're not in that energy, of course, what you're going to attract in then is someone who validates, all of those those negative things that you thought about yourself, which is why this has been such a key focus for you, which really, of course, if you're on the divine journey or a divine counterpart, then of course that will have been a main focus for you in healing out and what you need to do, which is beautiful, really, really beautiful. All right. Also too, I'm just being really called to this color pink as well. I was talking, so again, that pink color is really coming through. So pink candles, just something to do, pink. I'm just really feeling very, very pink. Why am I hearing pink flowers as well, potentially? Yeah, that will really resonate. All right, and the number 41, synergy. All right, so let's get this. So the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working together, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet existing co-creations can give birth to a new reality. So this is you stepping into your new path. The origin of the word synergy means, turn the page, working together, and it can be described as the result of something that is greater than simply the sum of its individual parts. In the new energy, we can expect synergy to not only refer to a process with an outcome that is greater, but to be one that involves uniting elements, energies, and even undefined attributes to create something that is completely new, different, and unexpected. I think you're an innovator. Whatever you're about to step into is very, very innovative. I think you, like I said, you've been planning this for quite a while. You have really been in that seven of coins, seven of pentacles for quite some time. And I'm just seeing that, the 3 of wands card in reverse, like you've been waiting for these ships. You're no longer waiting anymore. In this activation synergy, it represents through the uncommon and rather bold choice of color combination. By itself, pink represents the divine feminine attributes of love, nurturing, stillness, and creativity. And the bright yellow-green color represents the new energy through clarity, beauty, and exhilaration. Purple brings in consciousness and insight, while the opening at the top represents the channel that allows input from a higher place. This communication is taken in, brought to the core, surrounded by pink light, and then transcended to release out into the earth plane in an appropriate energy that is in alignment with the consciousness there. So this is all about you. You're a transmuter as well. So you, like that message just said, you bring in beautiful energy from above. You transmute and then you send that out to the world. So whatever you were about to step into, like I said, I think that you are a pioneer. You are extremely connected to both the physical and the spirit worlds, which means you are a really powerful collective. Whoever I'm reading this for, really, really powerful. And I'm just hearing as well that if you don't yet fully understand your true power yet, like if you're still yet to get here, like if some of this reading is kind of resonating, but you don't feel like you're quite there yet, I'm just hearing that you will. It won't be very long before you are seeing these things start to come through to fruition, which is just very, very beautiful energy, very beautiful. So there's a reason why I was told not to get the divine masculine. We're actually not tapping into divine masculine at all. This is just all about you and your beautiful journey. Okay, so what I want to get now is just things to work on going forward. So what do you need to work on? Really sort of what action needs to happen going forward. So what will I get for that? I think I'm going to get, I haven't gotten this for quite a while. This is the Shadow of Light Oracle. These are really cute cards, actually, by Lucy Cavendish. These are really cute cards. So I just feel, yeah, let's get these. Let's just try to get just next steps and really guiding messages on things that you should be focusing going forward. And like the other Oracle deck, I will be referring to the deck as well. So these are beautiful fairy cards. So you could really identify with fairies as well. Yeah, all right, let's get into it. All right, so what does this beautiful collective need to focus on going forward? All right, I'm just going to get that card to start with. We will get a few more, but just this card. All right, the number 38. I think, did 38 come up before? I think 38 is a really important number here. So carnivorous greenhouse. So a tempting offer has a high price. Okay, let's see. What do we need to know? All right, so you may observe someone speaking cruelly about others, sending out toxic energy, seeming to feel extremely entitled to money, fame, life force, attention, but unable to create their own. They treat themselves rarely like royalty and as if others are servants who purpose to fulfill their wishes. They can be charming and cunning because they do not want you, because they do want something from you. They spend much of their time trying to feed others, and if you deny them this, they may become angry. Narcissistic, you are seen as a source for them, a way of getting something. Oh, you know what? Straight away, I'm seeing is that the Seven of Wands in reverse that we got in your tarot. That's actually what I'm seeing straight away. So this is to do with you taking a stand. There might actually be some toxic relationships around you that you know have to be released. This is sad, but even sadder if you allow yourself to be the victim. This could indicate either a person or a workplace or a belief system that is demanding or consuming and almost cult-like in its practices and ethics. Whenever the carnivorous greenhouse presents, it is a dangerous alliance to contemplate. Do not get too close. Observe and learn if you must. Do not become an experiment. They will bite you and they will try to take from you. It is their very nature. All right, so a bit of a heavy card, I have to say. But I think that there are very much some toxic relationships potentially around you. Something that you are really going to have to use your strength and turn that Seven of Wands card from the reverse into the upright is what I'm hearing, which is not going to be easy. I'm just hearing this for you. It's really not going to be easy. I think that you have got a couple of relationships in there that I'm seeing also my Queen of Swords card. All right, you're going to probably have to really put the sword down. The Queen of Swords is beautiful. She's a beautiful energy. My gosh, but she's strong. She's really, really strong. But yes, you might actually be required to really put down some very strong boundaries here, is what I'm hearing. You may need to do this in order to fully release your old cycle as well, in order to be able to step through into a new cycle, is what I'm hearing. Also, too, I'm just seeing straight away, seeing these red highlights. You might even have red highlights in your hair that could really resonate with you. Also, the moon, the crescent moon as well. So, the crescent moon. Why did I hear you could actually have a crescent moon tattoo on you as well? But the number 38 or the 3rd of the 8th, I'm sure that number came up before, the 3rd of August, 3rd of the 8th. Also, 83 might also be a number that resonates with you. But August, which I think I even might have said, I think that might, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that might be Virgo energy, or just Earth energy in general. Okay, let's get the next card. All right, the number 43 or the 3rd of the 4th. So pink lotus fairy. The color pink, it's come again. All right, the color pink is very, very relevant to this collective. And it's the pink lotus flower here as well. So we've got pink flowers again. I think I said that before, picking up on pink flowers. So it's really, really relevant for this collective. So 43. I bet this is about self-love. I don't know if I haven't seen this card for quite a while, but so let's see. So you may love your guilt-free rants, staying up too late and happily behaving badly, but you're about to balance all of that out with some very powerful new spiritual teachings and connections. All right, I think this is speaking to your healing journey that you've been on. You may have also, I'm just hearing you might have been a bit of a party girl. A party person, I should say, not necessarily girl, but person, party person. I think maybe also addictions. I'm hearing the word addictions as well. So this is just part of your healing journey. This is what you're actually moving out from. You're transcending this. You are to meet a wise one who seems very still, very slow, and very peaceful. They will be tranquil and serene and immerse in a path that until now has felt too slow or foreign for you. But this teacher who is represented by the pink lotus fairy will assist you in finding more of your soul's true wisdom. Within this time of inner discovery, you will commit to disciplined new training in the mental realms, study physical movement, and that is unfamiliar for you, all of which helps you to naturally choose thoughts that are empowering and enlightening, yet completely authentic and real. So yes, this is also what I was picking up on, is that healthier choices card. You are really starting to make a lot more healthier choices. All right, so spiritual quest, travel, calm, relaxed yoga pose, self-love, self-acceptance. Here we go. Third eye and crown chakra activation, chakra awakening, connection to all, crown chakra connected to the universe, receiving universal love messages, self-connected peacefully to the earth, youth, peacefully flowing energy into the body, tranquil, sublime, spiritual moments of connection, blessings showering upon you due to correct relationships with body and soul. Right. It also says that it's time to take a class, course, or new study program, time to welcome in a new teacher, either in the form of a physical being or perhaps the path that speaks to your heart at this time, or a spiritual guide that resonates with you. All right, so there might actually be a little bit of study. So in amongst all of those beautiful messages, there might actually be some study that you've been contemplating, which will enable you to actually step into this new path as well. So it would be highly recommended that you do it if you have been thinking about it. But this is very much what we've been talking about. It's just your focus on self-love, on you're a real transmuter. Like I said, you really are pulling that beautiful energy through, from source, and really projecting that out into the world. Really just able to absorb negativity as well, really transmute that and then send that back out to love, back out into love. Which means, like I keep saying, you're a very, very powerful collective. But ultimately, yeah, just keep doing that. There could also be someone coming across your path as well. There could actually be a physical teacher or someone who's going to be aligning with you in your path, in your career path, your pentacle path as well, who's really going to help you along in that journey. And I'm just being reminded to tell you again, watch for the signs. Your spirit team is very much around you and guiding you at the moment. So watch for the signs around you. All right, and then one last card. Also, if you can hear snoring in the background, that is my dog. Dogs might actually be pretty relevant to this collective. She does like to sleep not too far from my feet when I do my readings. Sometimes she does get a bit of a snore on. So if you can hear something if the microphone's picking it up, that is what it is. She's very happy at the moment. Too many cards. Just one more, please. Okay. Maybe two more. Oh no, that's three more. Okay, no. Too many. One more, please. One more. Nothing flipped up either, so clearly I wasn't supposed to take those. One more, please. There it is. All right, number 35, the Storm Angel. So 35 could also be a number. 3 and 5 makes 8 as well. So the Storm Angel, so collusion of belief styles, attitude, energy. All right, let's see what comes up for this. 35. Oh. All right, so there may be arguments, even angry situations and fights around you at the moment. So this is going back to that first card. Withheld energies are being freed so they can be released. You will uncover the truth about a situation, as no one can lie when an angel is about to do her work. So this goes back to your tarot and the sun in reverse, when I'm saying that there are things here that have not been fully shown to you. Things are still potentially in the dark. So almost like moon energy as well. And when I said as well that any truths around you, truths always bubble to the surface, always. Any lies, deception, manipulation, and cheating will be revealed. The most important objective for you when the Storm Angel is about to speak truthfully, and it is to speak truthfully and act with integrity, as all is about to become very transparent, and her fierce bright light will reveal all that is hidden so it can be banished for good. That's it. That's actually our message for this card as well. So, like I said, I think that you do have some pretty karmic situations around you at the moment, which you were about to release. But you've got this. Like you know what has to happen. Yes, there could be conflict, but you have to release this in order to move on to that next phase. Is what I'm hearing. You could also be in the midst of this as well. This might have already started, but I'm being told to remind you that all of it has to happen for a reason, that you need to be upgrading in your frequency, that you need to be leaving behind this old energy and moving in, which will enable those blessings to be granted. Whoever this reading was for, you will know exactly what I'm talking about here. We've now had multiple cards talking to this. So you will know this could also be to do with your addictions as well. Once again, seeing my healthier choices card. So those beautiful healthier choices that that you are doing I feel are about to be really brought into the forefront, really put under review. It might be a little bit of a testing time for you, but you're strong. You've got this. You are a very powerful collective. So I feel that you've really got this. All right. Okay. Well, I think that pretty much brings us to the end of that reading. I think it's a bit of a shorter reading because, of course, we didn't actually get into the divine masculine. This is all just on you. So look, I am going to leave it there. I really do wish you just the very best with this journey. It's such an exciting period that you are stepping into. So really, really beautiful energy, my divine feminines, for this collective. I was also going to say too, just these numbers at the top. I feel like you might maybe live at one of these houses, or might be something to do with a phone number as well. I just heard that. That'll really resonate. Okay, all right. I'm going to leave this here. If you have made it through all the way through to this to the end, I would ask that you like this reading and also that you subscribe to this channel as well. Of course, it does help me, but given I'm still a relatively new channel here on YouTube, so the more support that I receive can actually get these messages out to those that need to hear them. So I would ask that you support in that way. But that's really it for today. So until the next reading, I'll see you soon.